Alrighty, good morning everyone. Welcome to chair. Now, as we begin, remember to set your feet up if you need. You've got your blocks. If you need that, find that you're floating off the floor, please use them. You'll make your hips and your legs feel way better. As we stack those knees over those ankles, make sure we've got that stability. Spread those toes out. All right? We're going to lift our toes today as we begin our chair yoga and just begin to wiggle the toes. Now, we probably, for some of us, it's going to be one big movement because we don't move our toes anymore. We don't have that mobility as much as we need to. But you think about what our feet do for us, try to get them moving. Even if we have to reach down, give them a little bit of a movement. Connect the brain with the fingers touching the toes. Beautiful. And then roll through those ankles. Nice job. Now as we place those feet back down to the floor, comfortably lay them down on all 4 points. Roll off the heel into the balls of the feet. Just feel your toes opening up. Now if your feet feel a little too far away, you're welcome to move them where you're more comfortable. Toes spread. And then into the heels, lifting the toes. And then working through the balls of the feet all the way up through each toe. And then rolling it back, find your heel. And feel the calves contract, the shins. And just find that mobility. Perfect. Now, if it doesn't hurt to roll up on the balls of the feet and you're finding your toes, we're going to dip the heels out to the side and then bring them back into center. All right, we're just going to open up and lengthen through the outside of the feet. And as we roll back, make sure all 5 balls of the feet stay on the floor or on the blocks, and then roll them back out. Now we can adapt this if we feel any discomfort or pain, but we want to get that lengthening through the ankle. Beautiful. Bring it back in, shoulders relax, because lots of times when we're concentrating, the shoulders creep up. Try to relax. Breathe into that belly. Beautiful, shoulders soft. Now as we come back to center, bring the heels back down. Creep your toes forward like you're pulling your heels behind you, dragging them. And then walk your feet back to the chair. Try it again, pulling it in gently. You can feel underneath the feet the arches. Using those toes, walk them back. And then one more time, we're going to stay out there as we pull our heels forward. Again, not too far where we feel like we're leaning forward to reach, but stop where you feel safe to place your heels to the floor, rise your toes up, and then bring your toes towards each other. Now if you've got a little more room, walk your heels wider and draw the toes in a little bit deeper. You'll feel a gentle pull down the outside of those legs, yeah. IT band area. And then bring them in. So even every movement of our feet, how it affects and ripples all the way up the body. So if our tall posture, we're breathing deep as we go. Try exhaling as you lengthen. And breathing in as the balloons are lifting up those toes. Nice, soft shoulders. Exhale, toes in. Beautiful. Inhale. And then 2 more. Exhaling. Opening up the hips. And then growing tall with those toes. Now bring the toes in, place them to the floor, and then bring the heels back underneath and walk your feet so your heels are back underneath those knees. Perfect. Now think about your belly and your chest. We tend to shallow breathe way up here in the throat and the top of the chest. Bring it through the diaphragm nicely into the belly, and you'll notice how it balances off your posture a bit. If we're arched forward or we're hunched over, this breath will lengthen us and keep our posture balanced between our back and our front. So think of that nice big posture as we release the hands to the sides, palms gently relaxing up to the ceiling. Take your left arm up, breathe into the left side of the body. Exhale, release. Now think about yourself growing as that right arm floats up and as you breathe in. We're not cranked over to the side, but we're up through the shoulder, not the neck, ribs, hip, and then bring it back down. Now this movement can be smaller if the shoulders are a little bit sore today. Breathing into the left side. And gently back down. Nice job. Right side. And then let it come down slowly, gently, and find your posture. Let both hands float to your shoulders. Now if we're good here, maybe it's just the fingertips touching, maybe we can put the pads of the fingers down. We're gonna take a deep breath and open up the chest, shoulders relax. Feel a gentle contraction in the back. And then on the exhale, use the muscles of the chest to draw and open up the spine. Inhaling up and open, shoulders relaxed. And then as we watch the elbows come together, we might be staggered. Try to line them up if we have no pain. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring them together. Remember, it's not about muscle forcing these things to come together. It's the breath, opening it up, chest wide. Power from the chest through the arms into the elbows. One more time. Inhale, open. And release. Perfect. Now as we relax, let the arms dangle to your sides. Give your arms a bit of a break. Wiggle those fingers, roll through those wrists. And then when you're ready, bring the arms back up, hands to shoulders. Now as we relax, the elbows are out to the side so we can open up the chest. If we're more comfortable here, it's probably because we're quite tight. So try to give yourself a little bit more space across the chest. Now to begin with, start with one side. Inhale, up into that lung, softly back. If we've got no pain, we're good here. Try the left side as we balance it out. We're not in any hurry. Experience what muscles are tight, how it feels as you rotate through that shoulder. Is there any tension when you relax? Take your time. Maybe this side we got to go a little bit smaller with. And then we try the other side. We can do just one side if we need to. Now as we begin and we feel like there's no pain, we've got balanced enough shoulders, we can begin to rotate through them. But we aren't going through both motions if there's any pain. Just go back to your singles. Remember, no competition, no comparison. We just do what our body feels good doing. Breathing as we move, not holding the breath. And we're nice and tall, as if that crown is still reaching to the sky. Perfect. Gentle, gentle movements. Perfect. And then one more time on each side. Take your time, no rush to get there. And then let that elbow sink back down, hands out to the sides. Arms are gonna rise, so let's breathe into that belly, breathe into that chest. Doesn't have to be that very high. Take it to prayer. And as we come down to prayer, relax those shoulders. Now check those ankles. Make sure they're underneath those knees, that we've got lots of balance, the toes are spread out. We're gonna take the pinkies of our prayer hands, still breathing into our thumbs. We're gonna breathe in. Chest comes towards the thumbs. Exhale, pinky fingers towards the left knee. Feel a gentle curve of the spine. And then I want you to look up towards the front of the room. And then let the head come back down. And we're going to exhale, roll back to center. Relax your shoulders, let your arms come out to the sides. Breathe into your belly, your chest. Experience the entire movement gently and slowly. Now breathe into the thumbs. We're going to exhale the pinky to the right knee. Now as we lower down, we have a gentle curve. We're going to look up to the front of the room, lengthening that spine. And then as we exhale, come back up, using the core to roll the body up into a nice relaxed position. Hands sweep out to the sides, arms rise. Exhale, lower. Soft fingers, soft elbows, soft shoulders. Breathe into your thumbs. Lower on the exhale, pinkies to the knee. Inhale as if someone's drawing the crown forward as you look forward. Exhale as you lower and roll the body up. Find that nice posture once again. Release the hands, deep breath. Safely down to prayer. Never working through pain as we go. Breathe into the thumbs. Exhale the pinkies to the right knee. Inhale that length through the spine. And then exhale, roll that body up. Beautiful. As the shoulders drop back and the crown lifts, let the hands float one more time to the sides. Holding here, let your palms float now down to the earth. We've got the hips stable, the feet are planted, we feel safe in our chair. We're going to push the left palm towards the earth and just slightly out. We want to drop the left shoulder, we want to lengthen down that arm, but lift the fingertips up. We'll feel this through the hand, through the forearm. Relax your right shoulder, and then inhale nice and tall. Balance it out, both hands should be level, and then press that right palm. Lengthening all the way up. Left shoulder stays relaxed. Inhale tall. Take the breaks, work through the wrists. If you find that you need a little break through those wrists, sometimes we'll find it's a lot of tightness happening in there. And then when you're ready, and we haven't lost the circulation in our fingertips, press into that left palm. Shoulders are soft. Inhale tall. Relax the shoulders, release to the right palm. Perfect. Inhale back up. Relax. Try the left palm, take your time. Use your breath to bring you back up, not through the shoulders. And then one more time to your right palm. Good job. Coming up nice and tall, bring your hands back to prayer. Relax the shoulders, bring your heart forward. Now the feet are still planted safely, the toes are spread. We're not pushing into the arches, we've got our 4 points active. Now turn to the left and just look as you turn to the left to your left shoulder, or left elbow, sorry. We're nice and tall. See how you feel here first. Come back to center. And then breathe into that right twist. Look into that right elbow. We stay nice and tall, the crown is still lifting. And then gently back to center. This is our first option. Very gentle, left twist, left elbow glance. Back to center. Notice if your thumbs are getting carried away from your heart. Keep them there. And then back to center. Now, if we're good here, stay here. If you want to try taking your right elbow to that left knee, looking to the left side, bowing gently down, lengthen through your spine as you drop your heart closer to your thigh, and then roll the body up. Back to center. Try the left elbow. Left elbow to right knee. Don't bring the knee to your elbow. If you don't get down there, that's okay. Lower the heart, lengthen through that spine. And then carefully come right back up. Perfect. So pick the option that best suits you. Our next option is when we turn, if you find it hurts your wrists, lengthen the wrists out. Keep them nice and long. We don't have to compress the wrists this way, and it keeps the wrists safe. So as I take my right elbow to my left knee, and I lower and lengthen my body, and I lift my left elbow to the sky, I might need to interlock and go high with that left elbow. If my palms are good, palm on palm, then I can stay. Now as we come up, don't untwist, come up first. Then safely untwist as we're at the top. Shoulders relaxed. Deep breath in, nice and tall, drop the left elbow to the right knee. Once again, if I need to interlock, I do so, my right shoulder's back, or I can stay palm on palm. Beautiful. Now come up without twisting, keep your body safe, and then we softly untwist. Good job. Let your hands sweep down by your sides. We're going to sweep the hands forward, lead with the thumbs, up to the sky, belly, chest open. Feel a gentle arch of the back, drop your shoulders back, keep your neck tucked, and then release. Deep breath in, fill that belly, fill that chest, relax your shoulders. Now on the recovery on this one, we can take the hands down to the knees and exhale forward. And the hands are there for support. We roll the body up on the exhale. The arms fall to the sides. We're nice and tall. We inhale, belly, chest open. Now we can bring the hands right down to the sides or to the knees once again and just gently bow, laying the belly, the chest down towards the thighs. And then rolling the body up. As we come up nice and tall, bring the arms back up, belly, chest, giving you one more option. As we come down, we might miss the knees and go down to the shins and lower right down to those ankles. Spread the fingers out, let the crown lower, and then when you're ready, take a deep breath in. Exhale, follow the shins, the knees, and the thighs all the way back up. Come up to a nice tall position. If you feel good going that low, that's fine, but we have lots of options in between. Inhale, up, belly, chest. Exhale, lower. Side, knees are all the way down. Spread those fingers out. Let the body relax, lengthen through the spine. And then when you're ready, inhale, prepare, exhale. Use your core to roll up. Tuck your tailbone into the chair. Hands to the sides. One more time. Inhale, belly, chest. Hold. Release back down. And then gently lower down. Perfect. Prepare by inhaling. Exhale, roll that body up. And then as we sit nice and tall, we're going to heel toe your right foot towards your left. Now, if you need a block at this point, we can place a block underneath that right foot. We can lay the outside of that right foot and just open the hip and let the hip relax. Leave your left leg active. So we don't want to get sloppy and let it fall to the side. We want to keep the 4 points of the foot on the floor. If you're good here, we can increase the block height, pillow, whatever works for you or what you have handy, and bring it up a little higher. Now, if we're doing good at this position and we want to go a little bit deeper, we can cross the shin and slide that leg up over the knee. Now we want to get it over the kneecap so we're not putting pressure in the knee. We've got support of that right hand if we need it, but flex your right foot. This secures the joints. So as we sit on our sits bones and we have our body nice and safe, find your posture. Breathe into it. Your left toe should be pointed forward, not out to the side. Your right foot is flexed. And whatever level we feel comfortable with, keep your body nice and tall. Now we can forward fold very easily. We want to keep the posture tall, the shoulders back, and then we're going to take a string to your heart and we're going to draw it towards your calf. You go slowly. If this is where we stay here. If we can go further, we go further, but we need to be able to breathe a nice, steady, smooth breath. We should not have shake, and we shouldn't be panting. So we just ease softly out of it, and sometimes we need to come back a little bit. And as we exhale, go a little bit deeper if we can. Think tall through your crown. Perfect. Nice, nice deep breath. Belly breath, back breath. Now this pigeon, sitting pigeon, releases a lot of pressure in those hips. So if we sat for quite a while, drop the shoulders down and away from the ears and lower the heart. We can do this almost anywhere. Now as we come up nice and tall, growing, support that right leg because it's been on an angle. Take it down slowly. And then we're going to go stepping it out. Just like we're walking the dog on our downward dog, we're just realigning, maybe giving little soccer kicks to protect around the knees. And then we reevaluate, did that bother our knees, our ankles, our hips? Then we're not going to be doing it again. Or we're going to adapt it to a lower level and just build off of that today. All right, let's try the left side. Drop the ankle out to the side, be on the outside of the foot. Pick your block location or bring it up and over, followed by that right side. So as the left leg comes up, flex the foot. Relax the hip. Find your sits bones and your posture. And it's crazy how one side might go up and the other one's nice and low. So don't get discouraged. We're just constantly working on things, practicing our practice. So as we have our posture, the chin is tucked. Think about that string pulling the heart forward. Go slow, breathe. Remember, we're all built differently. We've all been through different injuries. So we're all going to be at different levels. We just work in the means that we work best for us. Shoulders are relaxed. Chest is open. That's the key. Lengthen, lengthen. When we have length, we've got circulation. We're compressed and tight, nothing works right. Keep your foot slightly flexed, protecting the joints. Good job. And as we inhale, we slowly come up. Even on the way up, we can be opening and lengthening that hip. Draw the chin in, carefully release that leg, and just step it out. Little kicks. Perfect. All right, so let's place those heels back down under those knees, toes spread apart. Now we're going to take the right hand onto that right knee, curl the hands on the inside. Take your left hand to your left hip. Alrighty, we're going to do a gentle look over that left elbow, over that left shoulder. As we draw the shoulder back, a gentle twist and glance behind. Shoulders are relaxed, chest is open. And if you'd like to, you can release that left hand out to the back as if you're going to shake someone's hand. But watch that we're not pulling open your right leg. Beautiful. Now inhale the palm up to the sky, and if it's on the hip, bring it to the front, right touching that right knee. Bring the left hand back to the hip, find your posture. Release the hand behind if you choose. Chest opening, up and over. Nice deep breath in all the way through those fingertips. Hand to hip, shoulders relaxed, chest opens, reach back. Go slow, there's no rush. And at any point I'm going too fast for you, just slow it right down. Take the hand to hip, relax one more time. Release. Find your posture. Inhale all the way over like a rainbow coming down. And then bring the left hand to the left knee. Both hands come up the thighs. Drop the hands to the side. Breathing in, arms rise, belly, chest. Sitting forward, fold as we can come down to the knees or all the way down to those feet. Whatever works the best for you. Make sure you feel safe, however, as we lower through the crown. Tailbone is to the chair. Breathe in, prepare. Exhale, roll the body up. Relax the shoulders, tuck that chin in, and the left hand rests to the inside of that left leg. Right hand's going to sweep to the right hip. Chest opens. We find our posture. And then we can reach back to shake that hand if we choose, slowly, lengthily. And then take that deep breath in, up over the top. Find your left knee. Feel your breath into the lung, and then to the right hip. Posture, shoulders down. Reach back, shake that hand. Breathing. And inhaling that arm right over. Soft and relaxed shoulders. Right hip. Come up tall. Remember your posture. Shoulders are down. Good. Release. Up and over. Beautiful. Relax the shoulders. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Drop them down. They like to get stuck up there. And then one more time back. Up and over. Right down to that knee. Now take that right hand over to that right knee. Draw the hands back, relax your shoulders. Let your hands fall to the sides. Inhale, up and over, belly, chest, shoulders relax. Bring them down. They get stuck. And then bringing the hands down to the knees, the shins, or right down to the feet. Lengthening through that back once again. Crown releases towards the floor. Tailbone glues to that seat. And then as we prepare, we breathe in, exhaling our way up. Perfect. Come up nice and tall. Now we're going to make a diamond shape in front of the heart. So bring your pointer fingers and your thumbs together. Let your shoulders relax. All right. Now as we concentrate, we bring them up. Just keep checking in on them. We're going to draw that diamond away without moving the body. Just lengthen through the arms. Press. You feel a contraction through the front of the body. And then as we draw back, don't bring the shoulders up. Bring the shoulder blades back. Beautiful. Now as we exhale, we're going to draw the chest, contract, awaken those muscles that are tight, and then we're going to teach them as we draw back to lengthen, open up. They don't have to stay so tight. Breathing in, and releasing. Now, if you watch my back, as I draw back and I breathe in, I'm filling my lungs up through the shoulder blades. I'm not just winging my shoulder blades out, but I'm breathing in. So as I draw forward, exhaling the contraction through the front. Breathing in, shoulders stay down. Nice deep breath, supporting my shoulder blades and my spine, and then exhaling. Let's try 2 more. Bring that star into that chest. Extend with a nice deep breath. Exhaling it out. Inhale, bring it in. And 1 more time. Perfect. Now try to spread those fingers out as we bring it halfway back, elbows soft. If you need a break, roll the wrists out, take a break, hands to the sides. We're gonna circle it. So without pulling up on the shoulders, I want you to breathe in. As you're at the top of the balloon, and as you lower down through the bottom of the balloon, exhale. Breathe in. Now notice as you breathe in, it's almost like massaging through the lungs, opening at areas that might be tight around the rib cage, as well as parts of the lungs that might be stuck together. Maximizing that breath. Beautiful. It's not very high. And imagine as you follow your eyes into that center of that diamond, stimulating the brain as well as the mobility of the ribs and the shoulders, and taking the breaks as we need. As soon as we get tired, we get sloppy, so we just do as much as we can with the best form possible. Now allow the arms to come back down. Let the palms float up and just rotate through the wrists. Let the arms work their way to the sides. And then as your arms dangle, just rotate through your shoulders. Give them a break. They worked hard. Perfect. Breathe as you go. Relax through the shoulders. And then when you're ready, let your shoulders relax, your hands just dangle, and just give yourself 2 deep breaths here. Let the belly expand. Because we're working on the upper body, we tend to shorten the breath again, so let that belly breath start again. If you need 3, 4, 5 of them, that's fine. When you're ready, bring the hands back together into that diamond. Perfect. Spread the fingers out as much as you can. Press away from you as you exhale. Try not to lean forward. Try to just let the shoulders roll in, and then breathe in as you draw back. Expand the chest, but also the back. As we exhale, we're not leaning forward, we're just lengthening the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. 1 more time. Watch the shoulders. We don't want any tension in the neck. Make the movement smaller if you need. And as we extend, come back halfway. Take a break, roll the wrists if you need. But we're going to rotate the other direction. So if you can't remember that direction, go what you naturally want to do and reverse it. Start small. Get the circle happening first without the tension in the neck. If you can do that, awesome. If you can follow that diamond with your eyes without adding tension to the neck, even better. That eye tracking is very important for the brain. And again, if I'm going a little fast, slow it down. That works, what works for you. But notice the ribs, notice the breath. Be very connected to your body as we do our movements. Nice job. 1 more time. And then come back to center. Roll through the wrists, relax those elbows, and then take the hands down by your sides. Perfect. Now probably a little fatigued through the arms. Rotate through the shoulders. Work out any tension we might have created through the neck that we didn't notice. Perfect. Now we're going to move out of our chairs. So take your blocks, slide them underneath your chair or away from you where you're safe on the counter. Now, we do not ever have to get out of the chair. If you want to feel safer sitting in the chair, stay in this chair. Make sure the heels are underneath those knees. And as we normally do is we use everything to prop ourselves out of our chair. I want you to counterbalance by reaching forward, place the weight into your heels, but hold on, have a seat, let everything fire, and then back down. Gotcha. We're already going up. Try, but don't lift. Like you're just pressing those heels into the floor. You can feel everything firing. Notice if one side fires more than the other. We want to balance it out. You might have one dominating side that you want to hike off onto. Try to see if you can balance that out. Sometimes those muscles like to go to sleep. They get forgotten. And then the other muscle gets stronger and stronger and stronger and takes over. Then we have that imbalance, and that imbalance causes us pain. So what we want to do is make sure we're activating both sides. And even this, we're not even leaving the chair, but we're firing those legs, the shoulders are relaxed, and we're coming back down. This is a great workout. Perfect. Now, one more time. Shoulders soft. Like Simon says, lift. She's right, Simon said, we're going up. And then gently press up we go. Beautiful. Gently walk it out. And then take your way around to the right side of your chair. Find the back side. Awesome. That's okay. Now if you find that you want to sit, stay sitting. That's no problem. Do the breathing, do the arm work. Now behind the chair, of course, this is our stability. I want you to widen your feet. So if you're sitting, we're still widening the feet, but watch that we don't have the heels going in too far and that the toes aren't pigeon-toed. We want to be straight out parallel to each other. Now we can even step back, so we've got some distance from the chair to where you feel safe, but you don't want to go too far. Or you can push your chair forward if you need a little bit of room. Okay, toes are forward, knees are soft, we're up nice and tall. Most of us are going to want to push our bums back and counterbalance us. Try to be as tall as you can. Open up your hands. Open up your chest. Let your elbows soften and your chest open. Okay, so I want you to imagine that you're swimming in a pool. Your knees are soft. We're going to take the fingertips of the right hand, give them a little wiggle, waken them up, dive in towards the left back side of the chair. Perfect. Draw the elbow back and release. Shoulder softens. Left fingertips, give them a little wiggle, wake them up, and then dive into the back side of the right side of the chair. Now notice as we come back, are you holding your breath? All right. I know we concentrate, everything else seems to have to stop. Now I want you to breathe in. So breathe in. Feel this whole side of your body stable, strong, and solid. Protected by the shoulders, your lungs. Now as you come back, that breath, why we have our ribs located where they are a great support to our spine. Left side, breathe in. The left side of our lung supports this whole movement. But many of us hold our breath or we don't breathe. Bring it back. And we're safe again. Knees soft and not locked up. And watch that we're not pushing onto the arches of the feet. 4 points. All right, just check your form every so often. Right hand comes over, breathe in, and slowly back. Nice and tall. As we come back, we're exhaling, we're using the core. Inhale. Exhale. Nice, one more each side. Breathe in. Now it's never about speed or how many we do, it's how it feels. We get way more if we can contribute the brain, focusing on the movement, as well as just doing the movement. Beautiful. Shoulders down as we come back. Now this time, place your hands on the either edge of the chair. If you're sitting, you can put them on your knees. Elbows are going to go wide. We're going to reach that tailbone back as we lower the heart down. A little support of the arms. And then we're going to push ourselves back up. Leave your tailbone back. Don't lock your elbows. Now breathe in. Lengthen the body. Support it with your breath. Exhale. Your core strength, your arm strength, the chest. Perfect. Breathing in. The body is safe. The knees are soft. And then we come back. Now we can be further away. We can be closer. Whatever you feel safe with. Let's do 2 more. Breathing in. Tailbone reaching back. Lower the heart, not just the head. Try to lengthen the back, not curve it. As we come up, one more time, chest is opening. Reach with your tailbone. Well done, and slowly use those arms to come back up. Carefully walk your hands to the back of the chair so we're nice and tall, and then place your weight back in your feet. Alrighty, step forward to that chair. Now we're going to bend those knees once again, but this time let your toes go wide. So we're going to fan the toes out, so we're in this type of position. Keep your heels, if you can, over underneath those knees. Now go as wide as you can be safely. Open your knees out nice and wide, and you'll feel a gentle pull on the inside of the hips. This might be enough for you. The chair is there if we need it, but we're going to take the hips and just slide them as if someone's pushing your hip over to the left. Feel that draw all the way up into those hips. Yeah, as well as that left side. That left side is going to be stabilizing us. And then as we come back, take that hip and press it over to the right side. Now we want to stay nice and tall, and we want to make sure that right knee does not pass your toes. So this is where we need to make sure the stance is wide enough. All right, so let's take that right hip, press it across, just sliding the body across. Opening the hip, feel that strength, and come back. It doesn't have to be very deep. As soon as you feel that strengthening, firing, hold, breathe. Body is tall, and then come back to center. My heart always stays forward. Good. Shoulders back. There we are. Forward. So my upper body is doing nothing basically but relaxing. It doesn't need to help. It's all through the hips, through the power of those legs. Slide it across. Good. And back. Try not to lock the knees as you come back to center. Keep them soft. One more time. Good. You can start maybe working it in towards the groin muscle. We'll feel it first where we're the tightest. Try the left side one more time. Pushing it across, and then back, and one more time into that right direction. Good. Well done. Now as we come back to center, take your toes in, heels in, and walk your feet back to center. If we're sitting, we're just going to work those feet back, walk it out. Now, as we get older and as we don't work on balance, we need to work on practicing balance. So if it's simply just standing with one toe or one foot lifted, knee forward, every so often as we stand, we've got a little instability, that's fine. And then we can switch to the other side. Okay, but most of the time what we do is when we're standing, we sway, we hang on the hip, we lock the knee pushes back, it affects our hips and our back. So we always should be standing with soft knees, especially when we go and practice our balance. So we never want to lock the knees up, and we don't want to sway into the hips. So if it means doing less, then that's more important. Okay, so the hips are safe, the knees are safe. We're going to breathe deep into the body so that breath is protecting us. And as that right knee comes forward, stay on the ball of the foot if you need. The chair, the wall, wherever your knee is beside you. Bring the knee out to the side if you can. You'll feel that hip opening up. And that left side, breathe into it. You're taller and taller. Remember how that breath can support that hip. Perfect. Now with a hand on the chair, if you like, you can. Or you can put your hand on your hip to try it. Is slide maybe the toe up onto the tippy toe or against the calf. Good. Now if I fall out of my pose, that is just fine. It means I'm challenging myself. And your ankle will do that wobbly thing, that's all good. But the knee is out to the side. We're breathing into the left hip. Now we can add our tree branch, bringing it out to the side, growing taller and taller. Drop the hand, lift the palm. Have some fun with it. See if you can challenge that balance. Focus on a spot in the floor or out front. Good. Bend those knuckles, dive it down into those waves of the wind. This is Lethbridge. We'll be all over the place. Yeah. Nice deep winds. Perfect. Lift through that crown, breathe into that hip. And then take the breaks as you need until the arm comes back down to the hip and we walk it out. Good job. So if you're going to go to the other side, just walk yourself around your chair to the other side. Or turn your body any which way you feel most comfortable. But again, the feet are soft, the knees are soft. We're breathing deep into the body. We see how we do on this side. So as we breathe in, the knee comes forward. Take that supportive breath into that right hip this time. Turn the knee out, see how it feels. And just because I go to a level doesn't mean you can go to that level, so we just do what we can. Walk that toe to the tippy toe if you choose to try, or up to the calf. Good. Hand for stability if you need it. Left arm out for that tree branch. Shoulders are relaxed. Keep your deep breath breathing right to your belly. Find that wind, that wave. Use those fingers. Explode them in, explode them out. Work through the wrists. Hold still if you prefer. Good. Shoulders soft. Think about your breath. That's what's lengthening you. No tension. Ooh. And then we find that left bridge wind. But we keep going. Good. And then we release that left hand to the hip. Release that left leg and walk it out. Good job. All right, so the chair is there if we need it. We're going to step wide with the feet once again. Bend those knees. Now I want you to imagine the chair is in front of you, so you have that for stability. However, I want you to take that tailbone back, reach it back, feel a little fire through those legs, not through the neck and the shoulders, and then slowly come back up. Don't lock your knees. All right, so imagine this chair is behind you. Your feet are wide. You're just going to gently take that tailbone back. The chair is in front of you, however, so that's just a stability in your balance. And then we come back up. Don't lock the knees. Good. Now, as you go forward, you can float the hands above the back of the chair, pretending you're sitting into that chair, reaching back with your tailbone, and then bring your hands to the back of the chair if you like, or to your sides. Good job. Palms can come up. Soft, soft shoulders. Exhale, press that air to lift you, but not lock the knees. Inhale. Remember that breath, it's protecting our backs. And as we exhale, we have that power to come back up. Got to keep these legs nice and strong. Inhale up. Exhale, press. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, press. Perfect. Now hold here. Don't lock the knees. Take your right arm out to the side like you're passing someone an object. Take that same right hand, sweep it across, and pass it to the person to your left. Or receive an object, take it back to the person on your right, pass it over, and then bring it back. Make sure that they're able to grab it so they have time as you hold. Gentle lengthening, crown is reaching, and then we can gently sweep it back. Now if this bothers my shoulders, I can make this movement a little bit smaller, and I'm passing from here. Perfect. I might only pass across if it hurts my shoulders, or I can go all the way. Let's go one more time. Bring it across the body, a little twist, and then gently back to the right. Perfect. Now this time, reach across the body once again, pass that object, and now bend the elbow, pull it back, bring the elbow towards the hip, and just a gentle contraction through the shoulder. Elbow is low, and then inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it back. Good. Inhale, reach. That breath is supporting you to the hip. Exhale, back. No pain, we're good. We can continue for 2 more. Sitting, standing, whatever works. Pull it back. 1 more. Deep breath in. Exhale, cross back to your hip. Let both arms fall to the sides. Take a deep breath in. Arms rise to where your shoulders allow. Hands come down to prayer. Now you relax. Let your hands come to the sides. Take a moment here, make sure that we're not collapsing into the arches, that the toes are forward, spread, knees are soft. We'll relax through the shoulders. And then when you're ready, find that object, reach to the left. Bring it across. Now remember how we can make this smaller movement if we need. Bring it back. And gently around. Breathing by exhaling. Breathing the inhale as we reach. Extension, the breath is supporting us. 2 more. Remember the movement can be smaller. Breathing in. And then gently back. All right, let's add a little more contraction. So as we bring it across, pass that object across the body. On the way back, pull it back with the elbow to the hip. Contract. Nice. Inhale, reach. Right to the hip, that breath goes. Exhale, power, strength. Chest opener. Reach. And gently pull back. One more time, elbow to hip. And then gently back. Beautiful. Let that hand come down by the sides. Arms rise, belly, chest. Down to prayer. Perfect. Now as we release the hands to the sides this time, bring your palms towards your legs, toes are forward. Let your fingertips touch your thighs. So notice if you're curving forward to get there, or if we can stand as tall as we can. You can even place yourself up against the wall if you need to. So your tailbone's touching, your shoulders are touching the back of your skull. We're just going to carefully walk our finger down the seam of your pant or down the side of your leg, and just keep your body nice and flat like you're going through 2 panes of glass here. You can't go forward or back. Inhale all the way up, nice and slow. Feel your obliques firing here. Softly walk down, lengthening, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. And as we exhale, we bring that body up, lengthening, perfect. Working those side obliques, gentle spinal movement to the side. And again, it doesn't matter how low we go. It's just feel that opening sensation and that strength as we come up. Walk it down to the left. Beautiful job. Inhale one more time up, or exhale, sorry. Let's go one more each side. Walk it down, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Shoulders open and back. Exhale, nice and tall. Check the knees, make sure they're soft still. Last side. Walk it down. Soft right shoulder. And then we come up nice and tall. Well done. Now carefully bending the knees, walk those feet in, and just a gentle, gentle march. See how your hips feel, how your shoulders feel. Your upper body might be a little fatigued, but you should not feel any pain. Okay, walk around your chairs, come back to the front. Make sure you know where those chairs are. Now counterbalance. So instead of having to use that table or reaching back, straining the shoulders, bring your hands forward. Toes are forward, heels are behind. And if it takes a couple seconds to get set up before we sit down, that is fine. Reach forward, counterbalance, tailbone goes back. If we need to reach just to feel where the chair is, that's great. And then we have that nice safe seat. Bring your hips to the front of the chair. Heels are still under. Now as we begin to go into our relaxation, our breathing, find a comfortable position for you. Some of us would like to slide into that chair as comfortable as we can, slouch down. Try to find those sits bones and find the strength in your back to sit upright. Okay, because the chairs are meant for more comfort than building a good posture. So place your fingers, spread them apart, thumbs towards each other, pinkies out to the side on those legs. Okay? As we close our eyes or find a spot on the floor, I want you to really think about lengthening your crown, the back of your skull, not lifting your chin. And then I want you to imagine your shoulders just melting down your sides. Perfect. Breathing into the belly and the back. You might feel a little teeter-totter of the hips. That's okay. That's just aligning the body to where it should be. And then as you exhale, let your shoulders relax. Now I want you to imagine someone cracking an egg on the top of the crown of your head. And with that crack is all your tension within that egg. And it's going to pour out and disappear. So we keep it all condensed in that little egg. And that little crack is going to roll down over the head, draw it out of the forehead. And as it coats the eyes and the cheeks, it's going to draw out all that tension through the jaw, sinuses, down to the jawline and to the mouth. And as that coating just coats the body, drawing out all the other tension throughout the body as it drapes through, over the neck, the shoulders. We're breathing nice and deep, nice and tall. Remember, it takes time, it's slow, it's gentle. Through the spine, to the shoulder blades. Wrapping around each shoulder, drawing out any tightness, soreness. Allowing the breath to get deeper and bigger without the resistance of tightness around the rib cage. Into the belly and the back area, softening, relaxing the organs. Any discomfort of the belly begins relaxed and released. As we go down our arms to our elbows, our forearms soften, our wrists relax. And then gently dripping out each fingertip to the thumb, the pointer finger, the center finger to the ring, to the pinky. Feeling the muscles of the arms and the hands just relaxing and letting go. Feeling the hips sinking into the chair, but strong. Feeling the sides of the hips, the back of the legs, over the knees and around the knees to the back, all beginning to let go. Maybe even feeling a tingling sensation as the energy flows through the body, as the tightness releases. Down to the calves and over the shins. Feel the ankles relax. To the tops of the feet, into each toe. We feel those beautiful 4 points pressing softly into the floor as the arch is strong and the toes are relaxed. Now take advantage of this calmness in the body. Let the breath travel as deep as it can, encouraging the safety of the back and the hips. No obstacles, no boundaries, just freedom. No demands. It's like a river flowing wherever it needs to go, at whatever speed or calmness it needs to be at. The energy of the glistening water, it's like the energy flowing through your body. Feel the warmth of that sun shining down on that body, on that river. And just feel that body beginning lighter and lighter. Feels much more alive than restricted. Every muscle of your body just getting softer. If it's around the lips, to around the eyes, to if it's around the hips or the ankles. Now as you breathe, enjoy that beauty of that breath. Appreciate the energy you have in your body. Drawing in the energy with the happiness, the calmness, positive energy. Now the body is relaxed, the shoulders are calm. I want to imagine that you're surrounded by a field of flowers, beautiful fragrances of your choice. And as you allow your chin just to roll down towards your chest, I want you to imagine your nose lowering towards your most favorite flower, looking at its colors, its texture, its shape. And then very softly as you inhale, without drawing the shoulders up, breathe in the scent of that flower. Taller through the body, stronger through the heart. So let the chin come down, relaxing. Finding the same flower, maybe finding a different one. Inhale its beauty with its fragrance as we rise up, drawing in its energy and its beauty. Let the chin nod back down, soft and gentle. Inhaling. To 2 more flowers or 2 more scents. Beautiful. One more time. And as you come up nice and tall, tucking in that chin, finding that apple and orange, the shoulders are still relaxed. Keeping the eyes closed if you can. Admire that garden one more time. Notice things you didn't notice in the beginning. Notice the variety of shapes and sizes. The colors are all different. Little imperfections that give that flower its character, make it special in its own. And then as you slowly begin to open your eyes, bring those colors and that feeling forward. Take a deep breath in and just begin to roll the shoulders back, letting the fingertips just dance on the legs. Small, gentle movements or big ones, whatever you feel you need for your body. But use your breath to guide you. And then resting your shoulders back into their pockets, finding that nice tall posture. Let your hands float to the sides and just sway them in figure 8s, in C position, whatever works for you on the sides. As if you're running your fingers through that garden, just feeling each flower. And then the final figure 8, bringing the hands towards the hips. Take a deep breath in, palms to the sky, belly, chest open. And very gently take your hands to prayer. Soften your shoulders, lengthen your spine, and breathe into those fingers. Take a moment of just peace and quiet before we thank you for joining me today in our Namaste.
Namaste.